Now, from your weather authority, here's Chief Meteorologist Dan Smith.
Well, folks, we had a bit of an interesting phenomena happen here in the Concho Valley, namely this just today. It's called a sundog, and it looks like this little sliver of rainbow in the sky because, frankly, it is. It's ice crystals being reflected, or the sunlight is being reflected through these ice crystals, all hexagonal in shape. That matters is kind of a prism effect. Think the Dark Side of the Moon album cover, if you will, so to help along this thing. It's always at 22 degrees relative to where the sun is. So this actually goes all the way around the sun. You just, when it's this close to the horizon, it's really more pronounced when you have it in these certain slivers. Again, you have way up in the sky, those really high clouds are all ice crystals. It's just so darn cold up there that you can't have anything else except that. You won't have rain, it'll just be pure ice. So it has a little bit of extra reflectivity going on here. And here is a prime example of this thing going all the way around. You might be able to barely see it on your TV screen going all the way around there, but that is a sun halo. It's the same mechanism, sometimes called an ice bow instead of a rainbow for obvious reasons, but it does provide quite a lovely sight out there in addition to the great sunset that we had too. If you do have a photo like that, facebook.com/Dan Smith Weather, or email me, dsmith@klst.net. No sun right now, of course, 37 degrees. It really doesn't feel that warm, does it? Humidity about 70%, but that's only because we're getting down close to that dew point. Dew point's actually rising a bit. I would argue that we might even make about 30 degrees before the night is up. I'm still going to hold that 32 here in San Angelo. We flatlined ever so slightly since for the last couple of hours here. Now, high pressure still being dominant over Texas, and we had this little sliver of a stationary front. Shouldn't say sliver when it's going across almost 3 states worth of area, but it's not really much of a concern. It's not going to bring us any rainfall. In fact, I have really no rainfall for the next week or so. Couple of fronts, though, trying to come into the Concho Valley. Show you that in a second. 61 degrees was our high, close to average. Not even close to average for that low, though. 26 we hit this morning. It won't be as chilly tonight. It'll still be chilly. It is chilly. It's jacket weather right now. You know it. I know it. Futurecast looking on ahead. This has us dipping down to 32 degrees. And you've heard me say this a lot, where with clear skies, sometimes, and especially the dry air, this doesn't do all that well, and it might even dip down to about 30 degrees. I'm going to hold at 32 for now. Don't be surprised if we do get a little bit below freezing. We've already, of course, had our main freezes, our first freeze for the year, at 21 degrees just a couple of weeks ago. 63 for tomorrow's high. I think we hit a little bit higher than that. So forecast for tonight. Here's my numbers. 32 degrees, still chilly out there, clear skies, light winds. About the same dew points. You saw those already in the mid to upper 20s. Tomorrow, it's just a little bit warmer. That breeze is going to be returning, though. Similar to what we had yesterday, it was about 30 to 40. This might be only a little bit less from the southwest at about 30 miles an hour. Plenty of sunshine, though. Maybe not even as much spectacular clouds as what we had earlier today either. But Wednesday at 72, a little bit breezy then, too. And you notice towards that second half of the week, 76 and 77 for Thursday and Friday. Still no rainfall. Really great second half of the week. And then you start to see that series of cold fronts dropping us about 5 to 10 degrees. See 67 on Saturday, even a little bit less so on Monday. But really, we're supposed to be around that mark this time of year. So enjoy that second half of the week in particular, again, leading up to Friday at 77.